181 at Avant Music.
I'm at the hospital. I came to look for somebody at the hospital. As I entered the hospital, I saw my friend, husband, with a lady who is pregnant. So he saw me, it's evident, because he kind of, So I said to him, kind of looked strange. I was kind of watching what's going on, and I realized he was hugging up on the person. So me being me, I went over and I said, how is such and such, my friend? He said, who? I said, your wife? He looked at me strange and said, I am not married. I was there on Sunday. I was at the house on Sunday after I left church with these people. And he's telling me he's not married right in front of the girl. So that tells me he's the father of that baby. Yes. So me call my friend now. I said, where you at? Because she's going to come to the hospital to look for the same person. So she said she's on her way.
Okay. My initial reaction, and I will be honest, it's so interesting I'm going first because I have a very unpopular opinion, but it's just my opinion. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. But I feel that even as her friend, it's not her relationship. It's not your relationship. You simply do not know all of the ins and outs of their relationship. You don't know what they've agreed to behind closed doors. And maybe it's his disowned twin brother that was at the hospital and the family disowned him. So you bring that mess up is bringing that mess up. Or maybe he's the one who was the disowned twin and you bring that mess up is bringing that mess up. It's like, oh, okay. And right. You just don't know. Now my connection to it, because as I was thinking about my answer, I realized, and I hadn't really thought of this until recently, part of my connection for feeling so strongly, why I feel so strongly about this is I was thinking about in my mid-20s, I did that messy meddling thing into a friend's relationship with such truth, being helpful. And I'm not going to lie, when I reached 30, it unexpectedly came back and bit me hard. It bit me hard when I turned 30, just from that one situation that I was like, well, let me be helpful, kind of being a little bit messy, but let me be kind of helpful, just from that. And it bit me hard when it came back. And it bit me hard like potential love life altering hard. So my conclusion, my personal conclusion is that my name's Bennett and I ain't in it. I don't think it's somebody's responsibility to share that because you don't know. And I'm kind of going off cuff now because I have a couple of seconds, but you don't know all of the ins and outs of their relationship. What if part of their, and this might apply to other scenarios, but part of their relationship was, yeah, you can sleep out with other people, but I do not want to know it at all. It will break my heart if I find out that you're sleeping with somebody else. But you can do it. I just never want to know anything about it. But here you come. Hey, FYI. Anyway, next is Prince Derek Doll.
Yeah, I definitely have a difference of opinion than you when it comes to what to do in that situation. One, you never know what you're going to do until you're in it. So for me, my friends, I'm going to make this personal for me. The people I consider to be my friends are people that I consider to be like family to me. So there's no way I could be at the emergency room and see my sister's fiance come into the hospital with a pregnant woman and me not, one, ask him, oh, oh, good to see you. Hey, speak. Who is this? I'm going to ask because you're an extension of my family, right? And no, it's not about me being in your business. However, because that's my friend or my sister, I am going to say, hey, I just saw such and such at the hospital with X, Y, and Z. Is everything okay? Or, are y'all excited? Because it's not even about wanting to know. It's an acknowledgement that as your friend, I would hate for this to be something that you find out that I knew as your friend and didn't tell you, right? Because the question comes into like loyalty and accountability. My friends don't have to tell me everything about their relationship, to be honest, because I don't care as long as they're happy. Now, to refute what you, not to say refute, but just kind of to rebut what you said about, it may bring up something else. It could be his long lost twin. Well, if that's the case, I didn't know you have a twin. All I know is there was a man that looked like you that came to this hospital with this pregnant woman, and you're married to my friend. Friend, do you know about this pregnant woman? You don't know about this pregnant woman. So that means that your husband hasn't told you about this pregnant woman? Okay, so that means your husband has told me. I haven't a cause an affront to you because I'm your friend. That's what friends are for. I would hope that if any of my friends ever saw my man in a situation like that they would feel that they were obligated to tell me because it's about protecting me as your friend. Now I could react and be like, "Get out of my business," blah blah blah. That's called misdirected anger, especially if I'm mad at him for embarrassing me, right? Um, but on the offset, when you have a genuine friendship, you can set your boundaries, and if talking about relationship is a boundary, then cool. If that's not an established boundary, then yes, bring it to your friend because you would definitely want someone to do that for you. You wouldn't want a person that you're intimately connected with to be out doing God knows what, right? And your friends are there knowing about it and not say anything to you because now you have to question your friends. You weren't protecting me in that moment. Are you my friend? Friend? So that's just my thoughts on it, and I'll yield my time.
One, I have to say I fully agree with Derek, though, because definitely when I was 19, I had nearly a year-long relationship with an ex, but later found out really through a third party, which is the worst, that he was cheating. And he actually cheated with actually my friend's ex, who was trying to make my friend mad, and told my friend. And obviously my friend came in and told me. So I'm like, that was the age of 19. I felt my heart was butchered. And I was just like if, in general, in a relationship, if you cheat, at least at the extreme least, say something about it. Like, all right, you have to use with whoever. It's better to hear it from them than hear it from a third party. And that's just my opinion.